Hello guys, welcome back. In this video let's have a look on the spin option in Polygon Action ZModeler. So right now I've created a polycube and it has got the 5 subdivisions in all the sides, and I have moved this model a little bit off center where the original point is here. The origin is here. So I just wanted to pick the ZModeler. For that I go to the ZModeler Brush from the brushes option, and then I would alternately press B, Z and M. So that brings up the ZModeler. Then hover the cursor on the polygon and then hit spacebar, and then you should be able to see the spin, and then you got the target and few of the options for the spin here. So spin can be done to single poly, or maybe you can do that for different targets here. Okay, so if I select any particular poly and then click and drag, the polygon starts rotating here. Okay, so I have taken the mesh center as my option for the spin. So I'm selecting this particular face which falls in the middle of this total mesh here. So I'm going to click and drag, and then you should be able to see the face is spinning around the center of the mesh. But if I select this one and then click and drag, it does the same thing. It rotates around the center like that. So it's generally following the mesh center here. So I can change my target to the flat island, and then when I click that, you should be able to see the overall polygons are rotated around the mesh center there. I changed my target back to the single poly, and then let me select any of the face and then choose the axis center. So you should be able to see this is the axis, and when I click and drag, the polygon rotates around that axis as the center point. So we can do that for the flat island also. Then you could able to see that rotates around that particular center. We have local symmetry, which is I'll just select the single poly here and then select few of the faces. So these are all the faces which I've selected. When I click and drag, the rotation happens for the center point of the selected polygons there. You can do that for any of the polygons here, and then when I click and drag, it rotates around that particular center. So that is local symmetry. We have polygon center, which is going to rotate around that center of the selected polygon. Let me try this with flat island and then rotate it. Then you should be able to see you got something weird here. So it should be suitable for single polygon only. Okay, because it's rotating around that single polygon there. So we have the click the center. Click the center is where you are clicking, that becomes the center point of the rotation. So I can select the flat island and then click here, and then you get the rotation like that. Or I click here, you get the rotation. So wherever I'm clicking, that's becoming the local symmetry for, the rotation center. That's where it's basically affecting the rotation. And then you got clicked polygon center. Then when I click it, I just select single poly and then rotate it, and you should be able to see the corner point is turning to be the pivot point there. So if I select these 4 and then rotate, you should be able to see that vertex is where it's getting affected for the rotation, and wherever I'm clicking, that nearest point is becoming the orientation axis, and it would be very greatly used in hard surface modeling. So you got the alignment here. So first one is the no alignment, and the second one is the 15-degree alignment. So what that actually does, when I click and drag, it rotates 15 degrees for every rotation increment. You can also do the custom alignment. Right now it is 45, and then when I click, it rotates 45 degrees per incremental effect. We have align rotation to axis. Sometimes let's say let me remove that, and then if I rotate this like that, and then I'm going to select all polygons, and then let me select the mesh center. Then you should be able to see it's rotating in its local axis like that. But when I choose align rotation to axis, it takes the axis of the so orientation of the axis here. So you should be able to see that it's taking the x-axis as a rotation. If not, it's rotating in the local axis of that particular object. Maybe I can just rotate it more clearly, and then rotate it without this one, and then you should be able to see it's rotating in the object axis When I choose this, it's rotating the world axis. That's the difference you see between the align rotation to axis, or it's in simple words, rotating in the world axis. So these all are the options what we have for the spin. Basically, it helps you rotate the polygon faces, and it will be, very useful when you're doing the modeling in ZBrush. I hope you liked the video. If you got any questions or feedbacks, you can put it in the comment section. I request you to subscribe my channel and hit the like button. Thank you.